Good afternoon, everyone. For my first video on this book channel, I wanted to do a review of Katabasis by R.F Kuang. Now, this is my fairy loot version of this book. I know that it being R.F Kuang, there is going to be so many special editions of this book. See all of these. And I do love it. It is very, very beautiful. Like, it has the most beautiful end pages, and it has got a reversible cover, and this hardback is stunning. That being said, let's get into the review. Before I do that, I just want to note that there will be spoilers ahead for this review. Now, for this review, I have been struggling to actually give Katabasis a star rating at the moment. At any given time, Katabasis moves from a 2 out of 5 stars to a 2.5 out of 5 stars. The writing was absolutely stunning, and the descriptive nature of Kuang's writing made it very easy to imagine the kind of setting that we were taken to. Now, on to the bad parts. The characters. Firstly, to me, the characters were poorly fleshed out and poorly developed. Other than the characters, I do kind of also want to make note of the use of all the logics, proofs, and paradoxes that Kuang uses in this book. It kind of reminds me of, do you remember like 5 to 6 years ago when everyone was kind of obsessed with that show, Rick and Morty? And people who did watch it kind of felt super smart. And I vaguely remember those subset of people saying that you had to also be smart to understand this show. And reading it, that's what it very much felt like. Like, I had to be smart to understand the paradoxes and the proofs, because a lot of them went straight over my head. Now, in saying that, that did not really make for a bad reading experience, because I could understand the general gist of what Peter and Alice were trying to do by using each one. And so that was fine, but it just made for a kind of bumpy sort of reading experience, because I found myself needing to stop at certain points in the book to Google certain paradoxes and proofs to truly understand what they meant. All in all, Katabasis was, to me, a fine novel. It wasn't groundbreaking. It definitely wasn't a favorite of mine, but it is still one of the books I picked up after a year of really not having read much. I would like to hear your opinions on Katabasis. How did this book rate for you? Let me know in the comments.